Major threat to the U.S. mainland.
Umberto with 40-mile-an-hour winds right now, centered about 70 miles east of Great Abaco Island. Computer models, fairly good agreement with where this thing is going, which is not towards the U.S. Should scoot out to sea as a cold front kind of.
Good morning, Facebook. How are you this morning? It's a great day out there today. It's mid-September. It's going to be a hot day today. We're going to have fun this morning. We're so happy and grateful that you're tuning in and watching us today. Tell all your friends and family to watch us. If you have any questions, call us at 513-563-1480. I've got a full slate on for this morning. I got Mr. Larry Peet with me. He is with KBC Construction. We're going to talk about our seniors staying in place. They want to stay in their house. We're going to show them how they can do that. So here's the studio feed.
Warm with high tomorrow 86 and the high Monday 88. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Isaac Longley on Cincinnati's Oldies Network, WDJO.
The following is a paid program. Its views and opinions are not necessarily those of this station or its management.
Good morning, and welcome to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour starring Gary Rossignol of RE/MAX Preferred Group. To be part of the program, dial 513-563-1480 to get your answers to questions about your home and property. The number again, 513-563-1480. Now, here's Gary.
Hey, good morning, and welcome to our Saturday morning show. It's a hot, gorgeous September day, a great time for backyard parties and cookouts. It's a great day to buy a home and a great day to sell a home. Of course, let's start off with the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour. We bring you current, helpful, and entertaining information about our home, city, and neighborhood. And this morning, I have a gentleman with me with a mission. He and his partner Ken Bryant, the owner of KBC, strive to do the right thing for people, is why they hold so many certifications. What are we going to concentrate on this morning? Our seniors in our lives. I'm proud to introduce a fellow senior citizen, Mr. Larry Peet. Good morning, Larry. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Fantastic. Good deal. All right. Let's see here. Whoops. Let me get this up. There we go. Yeah, we are on Facebook. Thank you, Facebook, for staying with us, for coming on board and watching. If you have any questions for us this morning, this is a call-in show. We'll take your questions. The number is 513-563-1480. I'm sure a lot of folks have a lot of questions about their parents, their grandparents who are lived in their home for many, many years. Now they're struggling with going up and down the steps to where the master bedroom is, to where the only bathroom is. The laundry room may be in the basement. There's a myriad of situations. The doorways aren't wide enough, and they need to use a walker or a wheelchair, and yet they don't want to leave their house. They want to stay where they are. So we're going to talk about staying in place, and that's what Mr. Larry Peet and the owner of KBC Construction do to help you help them. And that's what we want to try and do this morning. We do have a trivia question. You can win a $50 off coupon to Junk King. If you have a bunch of stuff in your garage, your basement, your attic that you need to get rid of, you want to call Junk King, and they're giving you $50 off a truckload away. This is really very valuable, especially this time of year. Summer's almost over. You've been collecting all that stuff. What do we do with it? Well, they do a nice job. Over 65% of everything they collect, they repurpose, which I really like a lot. So here's the question. A musical family, the Cowsills, a popular band back in the 60s and early 70s, was the model for a musical TV sitcom on ABC between 1970 and 1974. Name that show. If you know the name of the TV sitcom that the Cowsills was modeled after back in 1970 to 1974, name that show, and you will get yourself a $50 coupon for $50 off of a full truckload. If you only do a half a truckload, it's $25 off. So that's a very valuable coupon. So call us at 513-563-1480 and answer that question. There's no limitations on that coupon, so give us a call. Larry, we got you down here today. Move into the microphone.
Sure.
Yeah. So you work with a company called KBC Construction, which stands for...
It's Ken Bryant Construction, or, there is another... a key to better construction.
That's it. You got it. You work there, you know the name of it. And the key to better construction, they do above what you expect. They do a much better job than you anticipate. Ken Bryant, he's very passionate about his journey to help seniors, and he has strived to get a lot of certifications so he can do the job right.
That is correct. He has the Aging in Place certification and Universal Design certifications. These are all certifications that help you understand what needs to be done to a home to make it a safe environment for people to live in.
Now, these certifications don't come easy to get.
No, it's a lot of classroom work. It's a whole bunch of classroom work.
Right. So, what's so special about having the certifications versus just calling somebody and say, I want to put a bathroom on the first floor?
Well, a lot of people have experience, but he went through the process and has the background of what the codes are and what is required by the ADA laws to make a home safe and make it accessible.
Accessibility is the real key.
It's a very big key, because houses that are being built even today do not have accessibility for the wheelchair, for you to get around in the home, to get in and out of a bathtub safely, to get in and out of the house safely. They're not designed for that.
Right. Even if you're not a senior citizen, if you're a member of the military that has a physical ailment, and you have to use a wheelchair, you need to get around in a house, and normal homes just don't accommodate that kind of flow in the house.
No, they do not. I'm dealing with several people that have ALS, and as they are progressing, they need to get into a home that's got accessibility for wheelchairs, a bathroom where they can get in and out of safely. Many of them have the master bath on the second floor, a master bedroom. It needs to come down now, or you got to put in an elevator, or you got to put in a stair lift. So we help them, and with Ken's background, we know how to address these things. Plus, with our experience in construction, we know how to handle the details.
Right. Now, we're going to have a guest call in here in a minute. Is she on the phone now? Okay, great. We'd like to bring on the phone right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you Cheryl Jeffers. She works with a organization called Home Instead Senior Care. They're based out of Mason, Ohio. And Cheryl, good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you, Gary and Larry?
We're doing fantastic. Thanks for asking.
Great.
So
yes.
I know you're at an event right now. You just kind of snuck away, didn't you?
I did.
So tell us real quick, what is Home Instead Senior Care?
Home Instead Senior Care is a non-medical home care agency that provides care for seniors in their home, and we provide home helper services, companionship, and also personal care services. And also we do some transportation if the senior needs to run errands or enjoys going to events. Our caregiver can also escort them and be at the event with them.
Gotcha.
And help them navigate that. Yes.
Pretty much a full-service organization to assist seniors get around and not be pinned up in a house that they can't even get around in, right?
Absolutely. So we help seniors to age in place. So for seniors that want to stay in their home, we provide caregivers that come into the home and provide services to allow them to age in place, and also help them maintain their quality of life, improve their quality of life also.
Right. So you contacted me about 6 months ago, and you had this really good idea about having a panel discussion with a panel of professionals who could help answer questions to not just the seniors themselves, but to the families of the seniors. The folks who have parents or grandparents, and they're a little bit worried or concerned about mom and dad staying in that house. What do we do next? How do we do this? What are the legalities? How do we set this up? There's just a myriad of questions, and you put together a really nice panel of a living sales director with Westchester Assisted Living, Tara Jones, the attorney, Jackie Denny with Everything But the House, and Jack Brindamore at Junk King. Of course, Larry Peet with KBC, Nikki Trish with the Medicare Plan Store, and, of course, yourself. And our first one is going to be on October the 1st. It'll be at the Westchester Assisted Living and Memory Care on Hamilton Mason Road in Westchester. So what do we plan to achieve by having this panel discussion, Cheryl?
Well, based on research, Gary, we know that conversations between the adult children and the aging parent are not happening soon enough. So we put together this panel of professionals to help the adult children and their aging parents deal with those sensitive life topics that often make the conversations difficult. So this is going to be a question and answer panel. We encourage the children of aging parents or the aging parent to come and attend, ask your questions. So how do you talk about the house, and is it too big and costly and difficult to maintain, and what is that next step? What do you do with everything in the house? And if you do want to age in place and remain in your home, how do you do that? Mm-hmm. And what are those resources? So the question and answer panel, and after we answer everyone's questions, everyone will have an opportunity to meet with the professionals individually and maybe get some personal questions answered that they may have in the back of their mind. We hope to accomplish that everyone gets their questions answered, and also that they have the resource now to go to and develop that relationship with to help them make those decisions.
So if anybody has some questions about coming to the event or just needs directions or concerns, who should they call and where should they call?
So they should give me a call, and they can give me a call at the Home Instead Senior Care Office, and that number is 513-701-3141, and I would be happy to answer any questions and also take their reservation. We'd love to know how many people are going to be attending. We are going to have some dessert-type items and refreshments, so yes, if everybody could give me a call and RSVP, that would be great.
Now, from what I understand from our organizational meetings in the past, we've had a couple. We want to make this kind of a casual event. It's free to the public. Reach Out Lakota will be there accepting canned goods for donations if you care to bring something like that. But we're going to have all the different professionals at separate tables so that after we have the open question and answer, someone might have a private question or they want to direct their question to a particular professional. For example, the attorney. They may want to talk to the attorney about something a little bit more personal, or talk with Jack Brindamore about how he can haul all that stuff that they've kept in their house for the last 45 years. And they're going to be able to come to they're not booths, but the separate tables and talk to us one-on-one. We're going to do that for about a half hour, 45 minutes, correct?
Absolutely. And also, if the guests that attend are curious about the value of an item they may have in their home. Also, if the guests that attend are curious about the value of an item they may have in their home, Jackie Denny with Everything But the House is going to have a table where she will evaluate your item and let you know what that item is worth and how to proceed with that if you're interested. And if we run out of time for that, she said that she will definitely get back with everybody. So just please bring an item if you're curious what the value of an item may be, and Jackie Denny's going to help us out with that also.
Well, I've seen her in action. She can walk into a room. I had a client that had their home for many, many years, and he had some prints on the wall, and he had some vases and some dishes, and he had no idea of the value, and turns out they were worth some money, and so yes. she knew right off what they were and who made them and the era and the value. So she's a wealth of information.
Yes, she is, and we're excited about that opportunity for everyone also.
All right, so that's 513-701-3141. Cheryl Jeffers, thanks, Cheryl. I'll let you get back to your event.
Thank you, Gary.
You bet.
Take care.
You bet. I'd like to take this moment and express my gratitude to all the troops, the veterans, and the first responders. These are the men and women who selflessly strive to keep our nation and city streets safe and free. If you're out and about and you see somebody in uniform, give them the thank you sign from afar. Go up and shake their hand. Give them a big bear hug. Let them know that we appreciate all they do to guarantee our freedoms that we have here in the United States. The show is brought to you by KBC, Key to Better Construction, 513-385-9165. After our break, we're going to have a moment with Myles and then more info for enjoyable senior living. You're listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer on WDJO 1480 AM, now FM 995 and 107.9.
The house is a rockin', don't bother knocking.
Home modification could be the answer to remaining in a residence you really don't want to leave. KBC is a full-service design and build remodeling company and a certified aging-in-place specialist. KBC is a home modification provider from the Council on Aging, Molina Insurance, the Southwest Ohio Council of Governments, and the Veterans Administration. KBC can do full home remodels, including bathrooms and kitchens, plus modifications such as grab bars, handrails, ramps, accessible kitchens, walk-in showers, widened doorways, and installing ADA height toilets. KBC in business for over 32 years, a proud member of the Better Business Bureau, the key to better construction. Visit them on Facebook or at kbcinc.net.
Cincinnati's Oldies Network, WDJO, and Omar are proud to present the music of the greatest entertainer of all time, Elvis Presley.
Bright light city gonna
The Elvis Tribute Artist Spectacular Special 2020 Birthday Edition returns to the Aronoff Saturday, February 29th, featuring Sean Clush, Cody Ray Slaughter, and Ryan Pelton. Special guests include the Blackwood Quartet and the fabulous Ambassadors Band. Don't wait. Tickets on sale now at CincinnatiArts.org or visit ETASpectacular.com.
Going through a party in the county jail.
Doverwood Village, conveniently located in Fairfield Township, features assisted living suites that allow maximum independence while receiving necessary assistance with daily activities. Doverwood Village's memory care provides a soothing environment with specially trained staff members to care for loved ones with Alzheimer's, dementia, and other challenges. Therapy and rehab at Doverwood Village delivers a high-tech, motivational environment to maximize progress and minimize recovery time during a short or long-term stay. And Doverwood Village nursing care services are offered in a warm, loving environment where highly trained staff care like family, treating each individual with kindness and compassion. Learn more about Doverwood Village. Call Jane at 513-748-2683. That's 513-748-2683, or visit Hillendale.com.
Awareness of electrical hazards in your home is the first step to reducing dangerous shock and electrical-related home fires. Cooper Electric is a Greater Cincinnati provider of CurrentSafe, an in-depth test of your home's electrical system utilizing revolutionary methods of testing that offers homeowners the opportunity to detect electrical hazards before they become a problem. Trust the electrician with over 70 years' experience. Cooper Electric. Make safety a top priority in your home by having it become CurrentSafe. For no-cost consultation, visit cooper-electric.net.
5 Hour Energy wants to send you to Nashville. Go backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, see the Country Music Hall of Fame, and meet Dierks Bentley in person. Just buy any 5 Hour Energy product, snap a picture of your receipt, and visit
Facebook, thanks for staying with us. Tell all your friends and family to tune in. We've got a lot of more stuff coming up. It's going to be a good show. We're already off to a great start. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Void where prohibited. Sponsored by Living Essentials, LLC.
What if instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
Get on. Let's rock the house.
We are rocking and rolling this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for staying with us. I know you won't regret it. I'm your host, Gary Rossignol with RE/MAX Preferred Group, better known as Cincinnati's Rock and Roll Realtor, and I'll explain that later in the show. But now, the moment we have been waiting for, this is A Moment with Myles. Our ship's captain will give his wit and wisdom. Good morning, Myles.
Hey, Gary, rock and roll, my friend. Gary, many of the listeners out there are fellow realtors, and I would like to remind them to register for the Ohio Realtors Convention that is being held right here in Cincinnati, September 15th through the 18th. Please register for this fun-filled and educational event. Talk it up in your offices. Highlights include 13 hours of continuing education, 18 speakers such as Terry Watson and Cincinnati's Pete Rose, 2 dynamic evening parties, RPAC and Young Professionals event, and the President's Club Awards and installation of officers. The events will be featuring all the latest and greatest real estate has to offer. Chris Beresford is an Ohio Realtor Director. She and I will be there, and we hope to see you all. And that's this morning's Moment with Myles.
Oh, that's very great, Myles. Thank you. I know we have a lot of realtors who tune in every Saturday morning. And guys and gals, you want to be there. You don't want to miss it. It only comes around to Cincinnati every 3 to 4 years, and it's right here in our own hometown. It's a bunch of stuff, and I'm so proud to be part of RE/MAX Preferred Group because Christine makes a point to be involved in our Cincinnati Area Board of Realtors and the Ohio Association, as well as our National Association of Realtors. That's one of the many things I love about being affiliated with RE/MAX Preferred Group, the #1 RE/MAX office brokerage in the whole state of Ohio. How about that?
That's fantastic.
That's something to be proud of. All right, stay with us. Later on, we're going to have a short visit with Greg Veer. He's the Senior Vice President of Development for the Dragonfly Foundation. You don't want to miss that. Next week, I have John Cordell. He is the owner of Inspections Plus, and he'll be my guest right where you're sitting next week. Larry, got a lot of regular listeners each week. I'm so happy and grateful for each and every one of you. Keep telling your friends and family to tune in. Joe Quatmeyer, he is the winner of the $50 off coupon to Junk King. The answer was
the Partridge Family.
You knew that right off the bat.
Yes, I did.
We grew up with the Partridge Family.
Absolutely did.
Yeah, we did. What a great show. So this week, the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour is brought to you by KBC, Key to Better Construction. And their phone number is 513-385-9165. And we are putting all our attention today on the seniors in our life. Well, we're by age seniors. I don't feel like a senior.
No, I
know
don't
you don't either, because
no.
Somebody asked me about 9 months ago, what are you going to do when you retire? I thought, retire? I'm going to keep doing this.
Exactly.
I got the best of both worlds. I'd like to shout out and say a great big love you, my dear, my aging in place wife, Mary Jo. Without her, I couldn't do any of this stuff. Aging in place is a very special thing for the folks who have. I know my wife's mom and dad. They bought their house when they got married. They lived in it for 50 years. They raised their family, and it only had one bathroom. They had 4 kids, and her grandma lived with them too. When it came time for them to not be able to handle it, we found a good place for them to go to, but. That was 10 years ago. We didn't have the aging in place like we do today.
That's correct.
When did the aging in place attention start to grow?
I don't really know exactly, but I know I started noticing it about 10 to 15 years ago. A lot of it happened when the ADA requirements came into effect, probably.
And ADA stands for?
American Disability Act.
Okay.
That came into effect, I know, about 30 years ago, I would say. And all of a sudden, we started realizing that we needed to make things more accessible for people and giving them things to help them move around, such as the grab bars. And at that time, I was in commercial construction, and you started seeing the handicap ramps. You started seeing doors being widened. You saw bathrooms being designed differently. All the things that started affecting how things were being built, and then it slowly rolled into people's homes.
They don't build houses. They never did build houses, and they don't build them today to accommodate those needs.
No, they don't, and that's sad, because to make a door 3 foot wide to get into a master bedroom can't cost more than another $15, $20. But the track builders are very cognizant of cost. And so they don't do it.
Yeah, they'll do everything to save a buck.
Yes, they do.
It's like I know going into those 25 and 30-year-old homes where they only put in partial basements and have a big crawl space. You know what they saved? Maybe $5,000 or $8,000 from excavating the rest of the home.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. I know I did walk into I won't say the name of the contractor, but I did notice right away that it was a ranch house, and they did have a 3-foot door into the master bedroom. They had a 3-foot door into the master bath, and most of the master baths today are built a little larger, or at least they have that soaking tub that you can take out later.
So what special care needs taken when you're working with senior citizens, and you meet with them all the time? That's your primary purpose.
That is my primary purpose at KBC. One is just to be very, very patient, listen to what their needs are. Most of the time I'm directed by the Council on Aging on what they want, but you still need to walk through with these people so that they understand that when we're done, they're going to have a shower, which is most of what I do. That they can get into it, get in and out of very easily. They have grab bars to hold on to. They have a handheld shower. In some cases, they have a fold-out bench. All these things all of a sudden make taking a shower much safer. Changing the toilet out to be a ADA height is amazing. That 4 inches raised in height of a toilet is just amazing how much more comfortable and easier it is to get on and off the toilet. Grab handrails. Just simple handrail to come up the steps to the house, or a second railing to go up and down the steps. These things, when we're done, people are very, very happy and and I know their family feels much better that their parents are in a more safe environment.
Yeah, our seniors today are folks who have survived 1, maybe 2 wars. They've, not many, but a few have even remember the Great Depression. So their mindset is still with what they were brought up in, and they learn to make do. And so they don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to verbalize what their needs are. They don't like to share their finances. They don't. That's private. My mother and father-in-law, the kids, none of them knew what kind of wealth they had until they passed. A lot of these questions will be answered at the talk, which we're going to have on October the 1st. So I encourage anyone and everyone to come out and join us. Bring your parents, your grandparents, bring your kids, and ask away. Ask all the questions that you have. Come out and join us. Bring your parents, your grandparents, bring your kids, and ask away. Ask all the questions that you have. We need to go away for our next break. When we come back, I'm going to tantalize you with my music history, and we're going to talk about other services that KBC has to offer. You are listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer, WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
You better come on in.
What if instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
Get your motor running and head out to the City of Montgomery Car Show at Montgomery Square Shopping Plaza, Saturday, September the 14th. For those that want to enter a car, register between 2 and 4. The car show begins at 4 with awards at 6:30 for the top 20, Best of Show, People's Choice, and Participants' Choice. Dash plaques for the first 100 cars, trucks, and motorcycles to register. Enjoy rock and roll live music provided by Blair Carmen and the Bellevue Boys. For more info, check out City of Montgomery on Facebook or visit montgomeryohio.org.
Honey, I can't get this done. I'll have to call a plumber.
We'll make it Zinn's Plumbing. I've never heard anything but the best about them.
Why's that?
They're a long-time local family-owned firm that I know I can trust.
Zinn's Plumbing? Okay, I'll call them.
Zinn's Plumbing, can I help you?
Yes, I hope so. My wife gave me strict orders to call only you.
Well, we appreciate that. We do try to be the best plumbing firm in town, and we've been at it close to 40 years now.
Well, how do you charge? Do I get a shock when I see the bill?
With Zinn's Plumbing, you'll always know how much a job will cost before we start. We bill on a flat rate basis, not an inefficient hourly billing system.
How soon can I get service?
Usually on the same day. We work within a 2-hour time frame.
That sounds great.
Zinn's Plumbing is great. Ask anyone who knows. Call them at 513-681-2501. 681-2501.
Town Properties, creating truly great places to live, work, shop, and play. The region's most honored developer. Rent a Cincinnati apartment with Town at Monmouth Row, Roebling Row, Gramercy, Groton Lofts, Shillato Lofts, DeSales Flats, or Mount Adams. Find yourself among the jewels of the Queen City. Concerts, riverfront restaurants, college sports, Reds, Bengals, and FC Cincinnati. Find Studio 1, 2, and 3-bedroom Cincinnati apartments by visiting townproperties.com. Town Properties, everywhere you want to be.
Renfro Valley welcomes the Bellamy Brothers on September 14th at 8 p.m., performing all their hits and your favorites. Call 1-800-765-SING. That's 1-800-765-7464, or visit our website at renfrovalley.com. Don't miss the Bellamy Brothers performing one show only on September 14th at 8 p.m. Call 1-800-765-SING. That's 1-800-765-7464. Come follow the music to Renfro Valley and celebrate 80 years of country music tradition with us.
Sunny to partly cloudy and quite warm today with a high of 81 degrees, then becoming mainly clear with a low near 56 tonight. Heading into both tomorrow and Monday, plenty of sunshine around. Very warm both days with a high tomorrow 86 and the high Monday 88. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Isaac Longley on Cincinnati's Oldies Network, WDJO.
It's time for music history. Hey, so here's what happened today. Back in 1955, Little Richard entered a New Orleans recording studio to begin 2 days of recording. Things were not going well, and during a break, Richard and his producer, Bumps Blackwell, went to the Dewdrop Inn for lunch. Richard started playing the piano in the bar like crazy, singing a loud and lewd version of Tutti Frutti. With only 15 minutes left in the session, Richard recorded the song and coined the phrase. Today in 1968, the first episode of the comic strip The Archies was aired on U.S. TV. The recording group had contributions from Ron Dante, Andy Kim, Jeff Barry, and others. Rock mogul Don Kirshner, who also brought us the Monkees, was put in charge of the studio group. The following year, The Archies started an 8-week run at number 1 on the singles chart, with Sugar Sugar becoming the longest-running one-hit wonder in the UK. Today in 1981, the Rolling Stones played a secret pre-tour warm-up show at the Sir Morgan's Cove Club in Worcester, Massachusetts. Billed as Little Boy Blue and the Cockroaches, a local radio station announced that the Stones were in town, resulting in the club being besieged by over 4,000 fans attempting to get into the 350-person venue. Police were drafted in control of the crowds, which resulted in 11 fans being arrested. Wow. Today in 1984, David Bowie won Video of the Year for China Girl at the first MTV Video Awards. The song, co-written by David Bowie and Iggy Pop during their years in Berlin, first appeared on Pop's album The Idiot, released in 1977. And today in 1995, the lyrics to the Beatles song Getting Better, handwritten by Paul McCartney, sold for $200,925 at a Sotheby's auction in London. Today in the year 2005, the newly refurbished Grateful Dead's original tour bus went on display at the Volo Auto Museum in Volo, Illinois. The 1965 Gillig bus, which Jerry Garcia and the rest of the Dead dubbed Sugar Magnolia, was used by the band on their frequent tours across the U.S. between 1967 and 1985. The ceiling was lined with hundreds of vintage rock posters featuring the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, and others who had visited the bus. How unique is that? Happy birthday. Born on this day in 1954, Barry Cowsill from the American singing group The Cowsills, who had the 1967 number 2 single The Rain, the Park, and Other Things, and the 1969 number 2 single The Theme from Hair. TV's Partridge Family was based on the Cowsills family. He died from injuries caused by Hurricane Katrina in 2005, and his body wasn't recovered until December 28, 2005 from the Charles Street Wharf in New Orleans. He was 51 years old and sadly missed. I hope you enjoyed these fun facts about music history as much as I did researching and reporting them to you today. I'm called the Rock and Roll Realtor because I play with the greatest classic rock band, Blue Stone Ivory. And you will be able to hear us live at Coney Island's Moonlight Gardens on October 11 for our annual Halloween costume party, and then again on October 19 at Rising Star Casino. And, of course, our New Year's Eve gala is being cooked up in fine proportions as we speak. If you have a question for us, call us at 513-563-1480. I believe we do have a caller on line 1. Good morning, Mary Jo.
Yes, hi. I hit you on speakerphone. Okay, hi. This is Mary Jo, and I just want to give a personal contestment about with the ALS. Larry mentioned in the beginning about ALS and adapting the home. My brother has ALS. He lives in Florida. He's a veteran, and the VA has come in and they have lowering the countertops in the kitchen, and he's wheelchaired now, so they're redoing the bathroom. They're even putting an access door from the bedroom so that if they had to get out, they could get out. And it's unbelievable, and this is all through the VA. So just wanted to give that testimony.
That's great. That's good information. Thank you, Mary Jo, for calling and letting us know that.
You're welcome.
You bet. All
Bye.
right. Which is a good segue. We wanted to bring up the fact that, we're talking about staying in place. We're talking about making major construction changes to your home for a senior who has lived there for many, many years. And they were brought up in the through a world war. They remember the Great Depression, and they penny pinch. They probably put their mortgage money and their grocery money in envelopes. You remember those days?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And my wife and I were talking about that the other day. That's the way her parents were. And there's no way they can afford to do this. Well, yes, there is a way. There's many organizations. I think a lot of the home modification provider, you're a home modification provider for Medicaid, for example.
Yes, for Medicaid through the Council on Aging. We work with Molina Insurance. So we work with different groups that help fund these type of changes to be made to the home. We do work with the VA, and we work with the disabilities groups, both in all 4 counties around here. There's funding available for people to make these type of changes to make their home better for them to stay in.
So little simple things like changing out the toilets and the sink heights, expanding the width of doors, the hand grabs, getting in and out of a shower that they can roll in and roll out of more easily, because the older homes have the bathtub built in, which you have to step over and get into the shower, and they can't do that any longer.
No, and I do want to make a point that even Medicare, through some of the different plans that are out there, are now starting to offer monies to help people get some of these items put into their home. The ramps, the grab bars, just adding handrails in certain areas, even to help you put a handrail down your hallway to help you assist you going down the hallway. Mm-hmm. There are just many things that can be done that make both you and your family feel more comfortable as you live alone.
Right. So the best place to start, if you have any questions about this, if you have a parent or a grandparent or a veteran who has a disability and you want to find out more on how you can adapt your home to be more safe, more easily to stay in place, call Larry Peet at KBC Construction at 513-385-9165. You can listen to their story, and you can guide them into the right department to get some funding for that, right, Larry?
We can do that, absolutely. If we know of funding that's available, we'll definitely direct you in that towards them, and then also just help you come up with what you might need to make your home and build a plan that you can do over a period of time. And starting early, the aging in place part of this is so important. Start early if you know you want to stay in your home, and let us help you come up with a plan to make the changes to your home to make it safe for you for the future.
Right. And there's a lot of other services that are out there. I know I got this nice flyer from HelloFresh. They deliver groceries to your door. All you need to do is pop it in the microwave or in the oven and cook it, but you can order your meals online. There's many other services out there that accommodate folks who can't jump in their car and run down the street.
The Council on Aging offers a lot of these services, and will guide you if you're eligible for Medicaid. They'll help you get that. So yes, a call to Council on Aging may be important to many people.
And remember, October 1st, it's a Tuesday evening from 6 to 7:30 at the Westchester Assisted Living and Memory Care on Mason Road and Hamilton Mason Road in Westchester. Home Instead Senior Care is put this together. There's a whole list of panel experts, including Larry and myself, there to answer your questions. This is open to the families of the elderly parents or grandparents. Bring your kids, bring your grandkids. I'm sure they're all concerned about mom and dad or grandma and grandpa, and that they, when they go to bed at night, they want to make sure mom and dad's safe and secure at a home where they can get up and do what they need to do on a daily basis and not have to be worrying about them. So anyhow, don't touch that dial. Stay with us. When we return, we are going to have a visit with Greg Veer of the Dragonfly Foundation. You've been listening to the Rock and Roll Real Estate Hour on the flagship station for FC Cincinnati Soccer, WDJO 1480 AM, now on FM 995 and 107.9.
Home modification could be the answer to remaining in a residence you really don't want to leave. KBC is a full... Don't you bother, come on in. Home modification could be the answer to remaining in a residence you really don't want to leave. KBC is a full-service design and build remodeling company and a certified aging-in-place specialist. KBC is a home modification provider from the Council on Aging, Molina Insurance, the Southwest Ohio Council of Governments, and the Veterans Administration. KBC can do full home remodels, including bathrooms and kitchens, plus modifications such as grab bars, handrails, ramps, accessible kitchens, walk-in showers, widened doorways, and installing ADA height toilets. KBC in business for over 32 years, a proud member of the Better Business Bureau, the key to better construction. Visit them on Facebook or at kbcinc.net.
Choosing the right rehabilitation center is an important decision for inpatient or outpatient therapy services. The Advanced Therapy Center at Chesterwood Village utilizes the most advanced equipment available for the best possible outcome. The Advanced Therapy Center at Chesterwood Village features individual treatment plans provided by professionally trained and certified therapy professionals. That includes a speech therapy suite, a HydroWorks pool with a movable floor for low-impact activity, a Mototech C-Mill treadmill for hip and knee replacement recovery, and a MotoMed movie for muscle stimulation and activation. If you have a scheduled surgery, contact Jane at 513-326-0040. That's 513-326-0040 to schedule a tour or visit hillandale.com.
Dr. Peck does tremendous work for his patients in cosmetic dentistry. We took some care in selecting a natural color to my face. It looks good, but it functions very well. Getting a smile that I feel is natural has been a worthy investment. Dr. Peck is talented in cosmetic dentistry.
For your own beautiful new smile, call Dr. Fred Peck at 513-621-7666 or visit pecksmiles.com.
I'm Jack, and I love my new smile.
Take a step back away from the hurried life you live today and relax. Take a stroll through Covered Bridge Antique Mall. For the past 25 years, they've been the go-to shop for treasure and bargain hunters from the tri-state and beyond. Beautiful antiques, jewelry, collectibles, and one-of-a-kind items. Covered Bridge Antique Mall, a truly unique shopping experience. 7508 Hamilton Avenue in the heart of historic Mount Healthy. 513-521-5739.
This AccuWeather-ready storm preparedness tip is brought to you by Duracell. One of the most important things you can do is prepare in advance with a hurricane kit that's stored away and easy to find. Create an emergency kit to include cash, non-perishable food and water, batteries, flashlights, insurance information, and medical records.
When you trust Duracell, there's no such thing as a power outage.
Duracell batteries available at the Home Depot.
What if instead of shelling out hefty fees for a few days of legal help, you paid a monthly membership and got a law firm for life? Legal Shield provides affordable, comprehensive, full full-service legal and identity theft coverage. Legal Shield offers personal and business plans that cover virtually all legal contingencies. Contact Gary Rossignol, your independent Legal Shield associate, at 513-543-2513 or visit lsgaryrossignol.com. With Legal Shield, you can live life knowing you have a lawyer in your back pocket. At the same time, isn't emptying it.
Get on. Let's rock the house.
Hey, we've had a rock and roll real estate time this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Gary Rossignol with RE/MAX Preferred Group, better known as Cincinnati's Rock and Roll Realtor. And the show's been brought to you today by KBC Keys to Better Construction at 513-385-9165. I'd like to thank Larry Peet for coming down. He had another engagement he had to head out for, so we would like to thank them one more time for coming down here today. This portion of the show I really look forward to, and this organization is very near and dear to my heart. I was with them when they first started about 8.5, going on 9 years ago. And the Dragonfly Foundation supports pediatric cancer families and patients by building a network that connects Dragonfly families to each other and the community, providing programs that enhance quality of life, enhancing programs and partner with Children's Hospital, and partnering on psychosocial research with Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center. It was a dream that Ria Davidson and Christine Knightsky had about almost 9 years ago. They just pointed every avenue that they had into this dream, and it has grown exponentially over the past 8.5 years. And my guest this morning is a friend of mine. I remember him from back in the days at the Cincinnati Area Board of Realtors. His name is Greg Veer. Good morning, Greg.
Hi, Gary. Great to hear from you.
Yeah, good to hear from you, too,
and thank
Greg.
you for having us on the show today. It's so exciting, and I know that Ria is usually on here, and I'm kind of a newbie in terms of being an employee at Dragonfly, but I'll tell you what, the purpose, the mission that they have is so important, and that we have is so important. It is essentially very simple, and that is to provide support, comfort, and joy to pediatric cancer patients and their families.
And that's all you do. You put all your efforts in. Only that you're not into medical research or any kind of treatments. You're basically there as a support system to all the other things that come up. There's just a slew of problems that the medical and the research folks don't, well, maybe they do think of, but they don't have the resources, and they were so thrilled, and they just basically opened their arms and opened the doors to let you come in and provide all those other services that you do. And it's not really a service, it's a feeling. You really give. I
think you're exactly right.
Give folks a good feeling.
You're exactly right. They're aware of the situation, but they're focused on treating the child. And we are supportive of all the organizations that are raising money to try and find a cure to cancer. They're great organizations, and we encourage people to support them. But the area in which the hospital was welcoming our support was in coming in and working with the family, because there are challenges. Once you hear that C word in a family and the word cancer comes out, your life changes. And there are a lot of challenges to the family, and we, because of the involvement of the Knightsky family who went through all of this, they're uniquely qualified to understand those challenges.
Right. So, Greg, you're the Senior Vice President of Development. That sounds like a big title, but what